Speak to yourself like you're crazy. hmm I used to find that absurd. Me speaking to myself, am I crazy? Like, the idea of even being like, girl, what do you think you're doing? Out loud was just utterly absurd to even think about for me. Like, I went my entire life never having spoken to myself, um, never having brought become conscious of my own voice to myself. And I remember there's this one girl. She's called Swelile. She lives in Ireland. We both come from Swaziland. And she was going really far, in Ireland. And when I went back to Swaziland, I was like, girl, how do you do this? And she goes, I speak to myself. And I was like, what do you mean? And she said she has like full 30-minute pep talks with herself. And she said I should try it. And again, I found it absurd. I was like, okay, maybe it works for her, but I can't fathom speaking to myself. And then a couple of months, maybe like a year later, I started watching this guy called Divine Queen. He teaches about manifestation. And in one of his videos, he said, speak to yourself. Again, I was like, what the hell? These people just keep talking about speaking to yourself, which is just, mm, the, the idea of it just made me cringe. Um, but now it's something I do almost every day. I do it in work, I do it on the way to work, I do it at home when I'm about to sleep, I do it when I wake up, I do it when I just do it. I speak to myself, I lecture myself, I tell myself my hopes and my dreams, I tell myself that I'm gonna achieve everything that I want. This is what like a general pep talk with me will sound like. It'll be like, I know you feel really bad about the situation that happened yesterday, and I'm really sorry that that happened to you, but you're a strong girl and good things happen. Good things will happen to you because you deserve them. Simply because you deserve them, welcome them. You deserve love, but not only do you deserve love, you deserve to welcome love. So, welcome love. Yes, welcome it. Are we welcoming it? Yes, I'm welcoming it. Okay, I welcome love. I welcome love. I welcome love. I welcome love. And then I go, okay, so do you believe yourself when you say that? And I'm like, yeah. Or no, not really. Then, okay, say it again till you believe it. I welcome love. I welcome love. I truly welcome love. And I do the same thing with money. I'm like, I get tipped because I work as a waitress now. I'm like, I get tipped. I get tipped just because I exist. I get tipped because I bring a smile to somebody's face. I get tipped because I'm charismatic. I get tipped because I made somebody's day. You know, I get tipped just because they like me, not because of anything special, but just because. And I say it until I believe it. And I say it for all sorts of situations because I don't want to limit myself for why the reasons I get tipped. I don't want to just get tipped because I give good service. I exist. I deserve to get tipped. And it's when I truly, truly, truly believe it that I know it's gonna happen, and it happens. I'll be walking today. I got a tip because the lady kept promising she would order and she didn't, and she said to me, "Here's 100 rand just because I didn't order." I was like, "Oh, slay, yeah." I get tipped just because I exist. Affirmation, and I get this affirmation because I was affirming it to myself before it happened, and now it happened because I affirmed it to myself and I believed it. And look, believing, now I got it. So yeah, like even the job that I have as a waitress right now, I would just be like, oh, I'm working at this job and I really like it. And I can see all these customers and I'm speaking to them and I'm really happy and they're happy to see me and we're smiling and we're speaking. I get to meet so many people, different people from the world, and I say that. I say I meet people from all over the world and I have I have a great time with them. We speak about where they're going and you know, they're really excited and I'm excited to be speaking with them. Like I have customers hug me just because I said there's a smoky area. The same customers who I will delay their orders and they'll be pissed at that. when I apologize, they're like, no, 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 no need to be, like they're so friendly with me because I say it. I say my customers are friendly with me. My customers, they love me, and like they're sweet to me, just because. They just understand that I may be new to this job because they themselves have been new to a job before, and they just empathize with me. And that's literally what I get. For the most part, I have the sweetest customers ever who never give me a problem. I'm the one who gives myself anxiety, But my customers, I'll be like, I'm so sorry. And they'll be like, no, you have nothing to be sorry about. Guys, I fully delayed these people because maybe the baristas were taking forever because they had so many orders. And my customers are chilling. They're all smiling at me. Like, they love me so much. And they love me because I say it before they come that my customers love me. That they don't even know why they love me. They just love me. And so now I've learned the art of speaking to myself. I'll be at work waiting for a new customer, and I'll just be like standing outside and I'll be like, today's a really good day. I have nothing to be anxious about. Yeah, this person may have hurt my feelings, but it's okay. That person's gone. I have really good customers thereafter. I have good coworkers and we get along really well. And I literally get along with the majority of my coworkers. You know, like at first I had like some serious problems with a few of them. They didn't like me because they didn't like the fact that I speak English. Maybe, oh, not even maybe, that was the reason they didn't like me. And now, well, uh, they speak to me just fine. They like me, and it's because I'm just like I don't have problems with anyone. Because at first, I remember there's a time I was like dwelling, and I was like, okay, yeah, this person really hurt me. But then I was like, do you really want to be stuck in that feeling forever? Stuck on the feeling of somebody disliking you because of how obsessive it is. Like, it is so easy to get trapped in the idea of somebody not liking you. It's like I can't. I like to call these things a drug, but like there's something about like somebody being mean to you that sticks in your head forever. And so I just ask myself like, okay, do you really want to dwell on that? Like, come on, you deserve to be treated better, and that person can treat you better. How about you focus on the good feeling? Then I'm like, okay, I get along with my coworkers, and I say it until I believe it, and now I get along with them. So I've learned the art of speaking to myself, and I will go on a full I'll go on a full lecture of holding myself, a full lecture of believing in my potential. I'll be like, see, because like I'm still new as a waitress, so I'll give myself a pep talk, and I'll be like, okay, I remember orders. I remember to put cutlery together before their food comes. I don't forget a customer because sometimes I tend to forget customers. I don't forget a customer. Um, I learn slowly but surely, and I don't give up if I fail the first time because there's always an opportunity to learn. I literally remind myself that it's okay to make mistakes. And then the reason I plant these ideas that I remember is because it will allow me when I'm like on the floor to be like, oh yeah, actually I need to go do this quickly. And in telling myself these things that I remember, it allows me to actually remember. Whereas if I don't remember these things, then I forget. And sometimes like, yeah, I just give myself the opportunity to make mistakes, and I speak to myself in a loving way, in an affirmative or affirming way. And because I believe what I say, I literally just get tips for existing. I literally just have a good day. Like, I was sick yesterday, but at the end of the night, I said, I'm good. I'm healthy. I'm alive. I am physically able. I am energetic. And today I managed to finish my shift without feeling like super tired, like super exhausted. I was fine. Whereas like the day before that when I was like super sick, because again, it's fun to dwell on being sick and be like, oh, I guess I skip another day of work. But I'm like, look, you chose this job, you manifested this job, and you got it. It's a blessing that you got this job. So now you're strong enough to be able to take on anything that comes. Yes, you were sick, but now you are strong. You're strong, you're better than ever, you're able to survive the day, and nothing is gonna stop you. Okay? So trust in yourself to be able to do this, to be able to stand until your last second, and you have energy. Not only are you able to stand, but you actually have energy and you have love for your job and you're excited. And that's just what happens because I remind myself that, like, feeling bad about myself, where will it take me? Nowhere. I got this job because I manifested it. So I can manifest having a good day and I can manifest making money on my job without working too hard. I say I get money and I don't even work that hard because I don't have to work hard to make money. Like, I don't feel like I have to, I shouldn't have to suffer to make money. I'm there, I'm learning, I'm doing the job. I just don't have to push myself too hard. And I tell myself things like, oh, I'm making like a crazy amount of money, and I'll like name the number, and I'll be like, I quickly transitioned to a new job, a job that's even better than the one that I'm working in. And that's just what's gonna happen because I'm just so confident in myself and I affirm myself, and in affirming myself and in knowing and believing in whatever I say, these things actually come into fruition. So speak to yourself and see the benefits that come with that, but speak to yourself in a way that, like, you trust in what you're saying. The same way when you say nobody likes me, you trust yourself to be like, people fuck with me just because I exist. They just fuck with my vibe. And that's it. Thank you. I'm P-Ware, by the way. I've been making these videos and forgetting to introduce myself, but yes, that's me. And if you've come this far, thank you for watching.